Welcome to UFCU Stadium in San Marcos, Texas, home to the Texas State Bobcats. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Air Force Falcons, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Texas State Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Bobcats will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense will have the ball first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Let's talk for a second about Air Force. Great pickup on the defensive front. Three-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around on that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. All right, guys, let's chat about Air Force. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a three-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Falcons decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So Texas State's offense will go to work for the first time today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football, so we're going to see something else.
Turning it on! Touchdown, Bobcats! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. On the option. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Let's talk for a second about Air Force. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after this guy, and yet he ended up here. And because of that, he is now a key building block, not just for this offense, but for the team moving forward. Lots of people very excited. And a lot of people expect to win right now just because of how good this 3-star QB is.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Falcons will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. He's got him. And he'll be brought down.
The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Got his man on the right. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The Bobcats are flying down the field. Power football with the run. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Let's talk for just a minute about Texas State. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do? Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bobcats. Lining up for the PAT.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Sends it back in motion. Now the play fake. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
He'll take it himself. Gets down with the slide. And the Falcons will punt this one away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll give it to the back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Smith wants to throw. He makes the grab. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the Bobcats are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down and inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Got him downfield. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Texas State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for 1 more snap before the end of the quarter. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've come to the break, and Texas State has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Off play action. Slings it. Got him, and nobody's close. Oh, a lot of space. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Now on the option. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Looking to scramble. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a 1st down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Falcons. Getting set for the point after. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Smith dropping to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He stopped just inside his own 40. They'll mark it at the 39, and it'll be fourth down. This could be a major turning point in this game, going for it inside their own 40. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Got his man. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
I guess if you're going to get a 1-yard gain, at least it's kind of a highlight. Great body control, great job understanding how to keep a foot in bounds and give a little toe tap on the sidelines there.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Bender.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Smith wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Fields. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll line up for a second down play. The give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. The Bobcats want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an earth. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Buys a little time. Gets rid of it. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
It's complete. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Smith dropping to pass. Fires to the tight end.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
The offense changing the play. Wants to throw again. He's moving out of the pocket. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Falcons in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Off the play fake on first down to throw. He rifles one deep down the middle. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him.
Turning it on. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Finds his man. It's Lindsey. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And they didn't get him lined up in the middle, so he'll have to knock it through from 54 yards out on the left side. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. And the Falcons will boot it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with him.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Smith wants to throw. He's looking deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Bobcats. And the beatdown has ensued. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fullback's got it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. When you've already set your punter out 4 times, At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Under fire. Finds the tight end. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Falcons will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Here's the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And there he goes. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Smith dropping to pass. Snagged out of the air. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Running back searching for a hole. Runs for the tackle. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Gets the back moving. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bobcats.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Wants to return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Offside, defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Making side adjustments here. Smith wants to throw. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas State. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Goes to the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Punt is on its way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Really nice third down sub defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up for it.
I wasn't sure that one was going to get there, but had just enough gas to make it over the crossbar. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose and no running room there.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. The Falcons send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in, looking for space. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackle.
Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Bobcats will have it 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now.
Touchdown, Texas State. Quick strike through the air for the score. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Hauls it in at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Got it up for the first. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's O'Neal. Makes the grab down the middle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quickly complete. Sweet cut there. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you